All right, so I've been doing a lot of C and Pascal demos lately. I thought I'd go back to Qbasic or Qbasic. So one of the things I've added to my program recently, or not too long ago, was the option to export to what I'm calling uh, put file. So this is the same as generating the data statements, but it puts it in a file format. So what I've done here is I've drawn a little truck and I will save it and I already have it named. Let's save it again. And here's the code to actually read it into an array. Here we go. This is it. And I made a little subprogram here. This is the key code. And we specify a file name, the array, and the size of the array. And in order to figure out the size of the array, we actually have to look at the file that gets generated. So if we look at the folder where I saved everything, the truck, if we hover over it, it tells us it's 516 bytes. Or if we click properties, it'll tell us right here. So you can figure out the size that way. Another way is to write another subprogram here that determines the file size for you. So the array size is half the file size. So this is what we've done here. We specified 258 for our array size, and we specified it here how much data to read. And if we run this program, it should display our little truck. So let's go through that, and I'll bring up DOSBox. And this is the same program loaded. You don't see the whole thing because Qbasic stores the subs differently. So if we look at this, there's our sub, but let's switch back. Okay, so if you run this, let's see what happens. And there's a little truck. It's a little hard to see. One thing we can do is we can change the background color. So if we do color, comma, let's try 2. It should be blue, I think, or green. Yeah, it's green. Let's try 3. I think blue is 1. Yeah, that's it. All right, so that looks a little better. And just to make sure that we're actually reading the file, let's make some modifications to that image. Let's put some dirt in it. All right, file export. If you notice, in the most recent version, everything is in the menus is lined up by the compiler or language, and this makes it a lot easier to figure out what formats we could export. Different languages have more options. If we look at the Amiga Basic here, it has a lot more export options. So back to Qbasic, Qbasic, we'll select put file, and we'll just override the truck. And if we come back to our DOS box and run this again, notice now we have some dirt in the truck. So that's another way of using the data that's generated by my program. This might be useful if you're making a lot of edits to an image and you want to see how it looks before actually creating the data statements. In a future video, I will show you how to take an image from the screen and save it to a file. And probably further on, I'll show you how to do that with a a whole screen, which might be a little tricky because in some screens you might be limited by 64K. I'm going to show you a way to bypass that. Um, it's a nice little trick, but for now, all I wanted to show you was this simple. So we'll include the link to my GitHub. You can download this and play around with it. So that's all I wanted to show for this video. Thanks for watching.